The story goes back to the 19th century, when coal mines, canals, and farms flourished in eastern Pennsylvania and in towns across the Delaware River in New Jersey. Anthracite coal drove industry into this vast area, and the businesses capitalized on the strengths of one lively hybrid beast, the mule. The Miles of Mules project of 2003 was launched to commemorate the role of mules in eastern Pennsylvania. It was modeled after the successful 1998 Cows on Parade exhibit.
We looked at other projects throughout the nation. We did a lot of research on the cows in Chicago. We made a decision that if we're going to do it, we're going to do it in a way that every part of the corridor could participate in. And we thought, well, we'll be placing them along the various communities along the canal. And we decided we're going to have mules and they're going to be spaced miles apart. So we should call it Miles of Mules. We wanted to put a focus on the principal resource we deal with, which is preserving the canals and the history of that story of digging the coal out of the ground and moving it to market.
We were the lead organization, and then with us we did, because we are not an art organization and this was an art project, we did ask three art organizations to join us and become what we called them corrals. And they were the Michener Art Museum, the Banana Factory, and the Cultural Council of Luzerne County. And although it is not in the corridor, Scranton also had a large amount of mules. The uniqueness of this project was the history that was connected to it and the history behind it. So we not only had a sculpture that artists painted, we also had a story that why we chose the mule, why we went that route of Miles of Mules. And it was, again, helping for our organization to build awareness and visibility, but it was also helping the artist for exposure and visibility throughout the corridor, the 165 miles, and it also helped each of the organizations involved. We decided to write the book to share it with everyone, and we wanted to make sure that people would be able to see all of the mules, include our history, and again, tell the people that the ones even that they were going out and taking pictures, not only, that's a really neat sculpture, but why we were doing it and kind of bringing in the history and the heritage of the area again. Ryan did a wonderful job, but he even had mentioned about it was a lot more than he expected. Yeah, but although it was a lot more and a lot more work and running, I think he really did enjoy it.
It turned out I spent the better part of 3 months on this project. You'd think going from Scranton to Doylestown that you wouldn't put that many miles on, but with all the multiple trips, I think I put in over 1,000 miles. The best of the artists had an idea that this mule would be sitting in a public place and be viewed so that artwork is interacting with the viewers, the community, and the trees and the buildings and what have you around them. So I wanted to represent that. When you envision that someday that you might do a book, it's not that you'd be remembered for mules, but here we are.
After the event, we had some book signings for the Miles of Mules book, and we had artists there to sign pictures of the mules, and we had lines of people coming with their notebook of pictures with them and mules throughout the corridor that they could get. And that is kind of when it really hit me that, wow, this did touch even more people than I realized, and maybe anyone, in the group realized.